Have you ever opened your wallet and found it full of old receipts and not much else? Wondering, where did my paycheck ran off this time? Yeah, me too. It's like money had legs and ran from me, just like my ex-girlfriend did. And from a guy that learned a lot from his mistakes. Wasting money with things I didn't really need, investing in places where my only gain was on anxiety, and bills to repay the loss I had, which end up crashing too. Well, I'm here to make sure you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to go through them. Unless you want to lose money, of course. I'm David, and in this video, I will cover the basis to help you understand more about how to actually save your money while you still live your life, not just survive it until you retire when you're 67 years old. I will cover three main things today. How to choose what's important and what's not. How to make sure crisis and bad luck won't stop you from having a good life. And honest advice on what to do with the leftover money. First thing, realize you have zero control over your money and yourself. Grab your bank app, a spreadsheet, or even the receipts from your wallet. I don't really care where you keep track of your expenses. And buddy, if you don't do it, come on. It's about time to start. But as you are not an irresponsible adult, I will presume you have those, okay? Now grab your notebook or even the notes from your smartphone. But if you write on paper, your brain will be like, why did we spend on this? Hurts more, so it's better. You're going to get all those non-negotiables. So you will question yourself these three things. With this exercise, you will understand the core of knowing what is really necessary and realize you can live with much less. So in the future, you won't have to sacrifice that much. If I stayed one entire month without it, would I or my family fall apart if I had $0? Would I ask the bank, my parents, or friends for money to buy it? Would I sell something I like a lot to be able to pay for it? Usually, that's your rent, water, food, energy, taxes, internet, and work utilities like transportation. And let's be honest with ourselves. Like me, I didn't need 3 cans of energy drinks every day to be alive, but the first time I tried to make that list, it was there. My brain tricked me to think that I need it to be alive, but I didn't. Then when I got rid of that, I spent $300 less every month. I had more energy without that tasty venom inside my organism than a 20-year-old NFL player, and my health got better too. Let's break it down in numbers so you can understand more easily. For example, if you have $4,500 every month, your rent is $1,200. Groceries and bills like credit card, loans, car, insurances, etc. goes up to $1,900. With all of those, we have a total of $3,100 in monthly expenses. Oh, David, but that's unreal. I spend much more than that. I know that it's just an example, my friend. You will adapt for your life. After you get your mind on what's really important, I want you to realize things you will waste money, but they will not impact that much in your life. I call those temptations. They are everywhere. Amazon, Starbucks, new clothes, new shoes, new car, and new smartphones. Unless it is directly work-related, all those things you can get a cheaper version or either a free one. One thing to understand about temptations is, sometimes we agree on a temptation that will last more than our desire. And that, my friend, is not always the best choice to be made. Want an example? When you want a burger from McDonald's or going out on a date, just in a financial way, you will only have to pay when you go there. On the other hand, a stream service like Amazon Prime or Netflix will last longer, for months if you keep them. In this case, you are not buying a product, you are buying access to a service. It is not yours, but in this period of time, you can use it like it were. Things like that tend to be easy to deal with in our daily bills. But here's the problem. We don't have only one monthly service. Some friends of mine pay more than 15 services and use only 5 of them. That rule applies for paying in installments too. Buy now, pay later, right? Yeah, I went that road. Believe me, the later comes, and it comes harder than you think. If you don't want to be stuck in this scenario, where you don't even know how much services you're paying, I created a system that I call the 15 Desires. But before I tell you about it, this is a new channel, and I will be posting more from now on. So if you could learn something good from here and want more content like it, subscribe. Don't forget to note down every step you feel important. Some things may be fast, but they keep more heavy knowledge than you could imagine. Back to the 15 desires. Here's how it works. You will have 15 desires to be fulfilled along the month. At first, you will feel terrible and you will suffer a little, because you want everything and you can pay for that. But later on, you'll see, it's more than just a little desire. So, you will set a budget for all your desires. In our case, I will set $700 for the entire month. I can spend all that the way I want. In March, I subscribed to 5 monthly services. Together they cost me around 150 bucks. I bought a shoe which I will pay in 5 installments of $50. Then, my wife and I had a date, around $100 that night. I wanted to buy a book by my favorite author. 23 more. Saw a nice hoodie, 100 more. I stopped at a gas station, saw an energy drink, couldn't resist it. $2. Then I went to the theater with my family. There goes 100 more. Amazon promotion, 10 underwear for 20 bucks? I can't miss it. A nice barbecue with my friends? Let's go. 55 bucks right there. Moma birthday? Come on, she deserves a gift. 42 bucks on a magic bullet blender. My wife wanted another date and she deserves it. But here is the thing, I have only $58. So, we went for a nice coffee near our neighborhood, 25 bucks. 3 days later, there was a garage sale with an unlimited edition of a miniature car of my dreams for only 30 bucks. But then I realized it would be my 16th desire that month. In this case, it's only $2. Would my wallet fell that? Of course not. It's only one desire more, so what's the problem? It all starts with those little concessions. If I let me do this to myself, I will do it again, spend more until I have no control over myself and over my wallet. But David, what about the other $700? Wait there, my anxious friend. I will say what to do with those. Remember what I said about how to prevent crisis and bad luck? This money is for that. I know you've already heard about an emergency fund. Yeah, I know it's not that attractive, but come on. You don't want to be stuck in any case things go down, and believe me, shit happens. I will tell you what I think is the best scenario for building up an emergency fund. You will set 4 to 6 months of all those survival bills. Remember, in our example, $3,100. With that in mind, my emergency fund could be something around $18K. If I wanted to include all my desires, it would be $23K. That's how much I need to keep a nice and juicy emergency money. To make that dream come true faster, this is what I would do. First, I would try to keep 1 month as fast as possible, sell things I don't use, lower down my desires, and even work at a side hustle or other extra money I can make, and use the money left to include in that pod too. After having 1 month of living needs, I will manage in this particular way. 50% of all my desires money will go directly to my emergency fund, and all of my leftover money goes directly to it too. I won't stop with the side hustle until my emergency fund is full with the equivalent of 6 months. That means I will not invest in any opportunity, and I won't even save for retirement as well. Oh, David, what about my future? If something happens, and according to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong and at the worst possible time. So, what do you think? Do you really want to rely on luck? How can you think about the future if the present is messed up? So yeah, I think the emergency fund is the first thing you should do with your money. After that, we go to the third part of this video. What to do with the leftover money. Lots of people are going to tell you, invest on this, invest on that, clear your debt, get rid of things that waste you money, etc. I won't be that guy. Well, yes, I do believe you should do all those things, but those things are for people that already figured out how to create a self-stable financial life, and they demand more detailed instructions. I don't want you to get confused about all those options around there. We are already working on releasing videos about each one of those topics to increase your money tactics. The main thing I want you to understand is only you know your situation and your priorities. So after everything I said, your paycheck routine will be based on what's really important for you. I hope with this video you are now able to identify with clarity those things and to actually act on it. But if you don't change inside, the output will always be the same. And if you want a video about another topic, just comment below. I myself will read them all. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm David, and I hope you liked it.